Welcome to the Indie Music Room, a conversation with independent artists about writing, recording, performing, and promoting their original music. And now here's your host, Heather Kelly.
Hey everybody, you're listening to Heather Kelly with the Indie Music Room, and I cannot believe it, but we're already at our June Artist of the Month for 2023. Today, I'm super excited to announce I have been in contact with somebody, the artist known as Feez Da Popstar, but also internationally known as DJ J Fair. So what do I call you, Mr. Fair? Would I call you Jay? Do I call you Popstar? What do I call you?
Hey, you can call me Jay, you can call me Feez, you can call me the pop star. Okay. Just don't call me late for a party. That's it.
That was a good one. Okay, he's from New York. So I want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourself and how we got connected for a reason. I think everybody needs to hear your story. It's fantastic. Here we go.
Exactly. Hey, I've been doing music basically like, if you can look at my background, I'm a vinyl junkie. Like I collect all kinds of music. Yeah, so I got all kinds of music. So I've always been fascinated with music and singing and just creating. So I basically started as a DJ, and I started doing mixtapes and getting myself out there. And next thing you know, I was touring, and then I was DJing for different artists. I'm some real big artists. I've been on the stage with, and it just branched off from there.
And let's mention a few of those, because I was like, no way, because they're great artists. I've known some. Tell me how that happened. So, for example, Lil Wayne, Pump It.
Oh, it's just we were on tour together, and we just kind of stayed in contact and branched off, and I was doing some mixtapes and things for him, and we ended up in the booth doing some things.
That's how it goes.
That's just how it goes. One of my favorite peoples to really be on the stage with and perform with was Black Eyed Peas. will.i.am.
Gosh, love it.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
Yeah, because will.i.am is a DJ as well.
Right.
So we used to talk about DJing, and I would throw some parties and
beats.
It was.
It's so crazy. This is so crazy. I live in a small town, Otho, Iowa, in the middle of like a farm. I mean, I even mowed this morning, believe it or not. On the John. I'm like, I got to talk to Jay tonight. I got to get ready. But no, this is so cool. So tell me a little bit about where did you become a musician from? Where did this all start, even before you got internationally known?
I don't know. That's the thing. It's like I think my first gift that like kids would want, I wanted a turntable. It was great.
Oh my gosh, great.
And it's when I heard something, I think it's because my mom and my dad used to play records and music, and they used to dance and do stuff. It was just there,
Wow.
So
that is a God-given talent. I mean, I claim to be a musician, but boy, did I have to work hard at it. I had to work. I mean, I didn't come naturally. So you having that talent just naturally is a gift. So tell me about the beginning. I know you came out with a debut single. What year was that of Fly Away?
I don't even remember. That's how long. Yeah, because that was actually, I was just toying around. Yeah. It wasn't even like something I was gonna, really serious about. I mean, I was serious about it. I did it, and I actually wrote the song when I was flying on an airplane. So I'm looking out the window at the clouds and all that good stuff.
Headphones, yeah.
Right, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
During turbulence and stuff like that, it's like I just came up with this idea and just said, you know what, let me just record it and see how it sounds, and I did it, and it got a great reception.
Yes.
Next thing you know, I reached out to Tiesto and his people.
Okay.
And he was familiar with me because mostly I did a lot of hip hop. So he's like, I know who you are. And they went and remixed my song. And, they liked it. I'm like, wait a second. Maybe people do want to hear what I got to say.
Absolutely. Yes. It's wonderful. What is your writing process? Like you said, you were on a plane and you were just kind of like, wait a minute. And you get an idea. Is it kind of an idea about the meaning of the song, or do you hear the beat that you create first, or how do you come about?
Yeah. Most of the time I just create a beat. I just have all these melodies that are just going through my head and sounds and things. And I put something down and then I develop a melody to it.
Yeah.
And because I'm a fun, friendly guy, like I'm always smiling and having fun and stuff. So a lot of times, don't get me wrong, there's a side of me that deals with issues and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. But I like to be pleasant. So a lot of stuff I start writing about has to deal with experiences or pleasant or parties or clubs or things. And the most time I really find peace when writing is when I'm on an airplane.
Okay.
Believe it or not, when I'm on an airplane, because you can't go anywhere. You just look out and you just look. It's like so peaceful, just seeing the clouds and everything. And I just start writing. So I either write mostly all my songs at a beach or on an airplane.
That is amazing. Now, do you do the whole track yourself, or do you have people that you bring in to do parts, or do you pretty much create those tracks by yourself?
Yeah. And it's so weird because it's like when I'm going in the studio with the engineer, everything's trapped in my head. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, I got this, we gotta do this, and he's just looking at me like, yeah, okay, all right. And then when
you already have the whole symphony done in your head.
Yeah, pretty much. Even if somebody's coming in a feature or they're singing a hook on there, I already know how it's going to sound like. I'm like, no, just sing this way. And they're like, well, what are you doing? Like, it's just in the middle. I'm like, trust me. And when it comes out, they're just like, what?
That's so cool. That is really a gift. I'm going to tell you that. Like, amazing. Now, the first song we're going to talk about today is called Hard Candy. And I've listened to all these. I'm just going to preface by saying all these are good. Or all these are amazing. But the one and I'm going to say it because it's summertime, but what was the one called? Party Get Lit? Or what was it?
Yes, yeah.
I'm going to just tell everybody right now, even after this interview, go to YouTube and watch that video and watch that song, because that's what got me hook, line, and sinker was that song. Fantastic. Now, having said that, we're gonna talk about a couple others today, but
that was all from festivals. That
was amazing.
Because when I wrote that song, I was flying, and I've done a lot of tours and festivals and stuff. But one place I wanted to really party at was Ibiza.
Yeah.
And that's what I wrote that whole song pretty much about.
Obviously I'm in a studio right now, but I've been here for 17 years, and even my engineer was up and down with that one. That is great. So that's why I said, look, we got him. We got to have him. So tell me about Hard Candy. Hard Candy.
Okay. It's just a fun record. It's like being a DJ. Mm-hmm. I play every type of genre, mm-hmm. And I used to have a friend of mine, older, that was like, hey, I'm gonna teach you really how to mix records. If you can learn how to mix like house and techno, like so smooth that you can't even tell you're going to the next record, then you're a good DJ. Yeah. And he used to make me make these CDs and stuff, and he would just sit back, and he's like, if I fall asleep, then you did a good job. Because
the transitions are smooth. Yeah.
Right. So one of the records that I used to play was a house record, and I liked it. And I said, you know what? One day I just want to make a fun record to that beat.
Yeah. And
that's what it came about. And the thing is, it's crazy because I was sitting here and I used to have like these, what's that, Willy Wonka movie?
Oh, yeah.
And I used to love the big candy and stuff like that.
Yes.
So I went and bought a big lollipop, and then I started looking at it, and I was playing the beat, and I was like, hard candy.
Yeah. Those are the things I wouldn't buy for my kids. I'm like, nope, we're not getting those. No. Yeah, they're a mess. But hard candy, that's a great concept.
Yeah. I just came up with a fun record.
So you already know what you want, and then you go into a studio, or do you have a setup where you can kind of do a rough draft at home, or what's that like?
It's like I have a setup where I create a beat.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't even create it. Sometimes it all depends on my mood. Mm-hmm. But I'll create a beat and just live with a beat. And I can create a beat a year and just sit there, and then one day I just come back to it and go, huh, and it just flows. And sometimes I start writing things down. Memorizing a hook or a chorus and things. And when I go in the studio, I just lay everything down.
That is incredible that you can recall that. I often open up my old lyric books from 10 years ago and I go, where was my mind at? And thank goodness I didn't put that song out. Like, what the hell? But all right, with that said, here we're going to go ahead and take a listen to Hard Candy. We'll be right back.
Hard Candy.
Hard Candy. Here we go.
Let me out. Pick me out. Won't you let me out? Pick me out. Won't you let me out? Pick me out. Won't you let me out?
Feez Da Popstar, baby. Look, this is how it go. Up in the spot and we out of control. Woo. Who they came to see? Feez Da Popstar, that'd be me. Met her at the bar. She said, I know you superstar. The ice made her freeze. Hand on the X and I call it palm trees. If you got it, spend it. Real splendid. You started, I ended. Get the message, send it. If you got it, spend it. Real splendid. You started, I ended. Got the message?
Ooh, I need. 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 Ooh,
Top down on the V, chrome is spinning, all eyes on me. Down the boulevard, brighter than the sun and it looking hard. What? Met her by the beach, yeah, she from Georgia and she had a peach. I said I like to eat, she said boy how I love your speech. If you got it, spend it. Real spend it. You started, I ended. Get the message, send it. If you got it, spend it. Real spend it. You started, I ended. Got the message?
ooh, I need. 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 Ooh,
Hard candy, as Nicki, Megan, and Demi. It hit the spot when you make it pop and make it feel better than Xannies. Hard candy, as Nicki, Megan, and Demi. It hit the spot when you make it pop and make it feel better than Xannies.
Ooh, I need. 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 Ooh, I need.
And that was Hard Candy. I think everybody can see why that's such a fun song. I mean, again, you and me.
It's catchy. It's fun and
so
catchy.
catchy. Absolutely. Absolutely. You also, let's see. Didn't you also do a song or some kind of DJing something for Chris Brown or something? Or
Oh, yeah, we did. We actually did. I was actually, I did a song with a song. I was featured on the song. It was called Shine. It was called Shine for Me.
yeah.
But it had an alternate name as well. But he was basically singing to Rihanna. But what
back in
happened
the
was,
day.
yeah, it was a back in the day song. What happened was there was something controversy with him and Rihanna,
Right.
and radio banned him from that time when that song was about to drop. I was like, really? But it got leaked. It got leaked.
Yeah.
And it got a great reception. So it got
Front
leaked.
page news one day and history the next. I mean, things happen and people move on. But yeah, that was also when I'm like, who have you not met, really? And how did you get all these these connections through the years? You said you didn't even know you wanted to do music, and then all of a sudden here you are. People would love to have the connections you have, but is it just your pretty face or what? No.
I'm a wild and crazy guy. That's what it is.
It's great.
But the thing is, a lot of times people gravitate to me.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I'll be in a place or something like that. And people walk up to me, movie stars or what have you, is like, who are you? Mm-hmm. You know, and next thing you know, I'm hanging out with Wesley Snipes or this person or that person. And, you know, and they're like, hey, man, good to see you. And I'm like, I've never met him before. But then we end up being cool.
That's good. That is awesome. Have you ever thought about, you know, like, I mean, has any of your music ever been in the movie industry or anything like that? Has anything got picked up that it's been, or maybe that's a good avenue to look down if it hasn't, because you've got some really catchy beats.
Yeah, that's where I really want to, yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, sometimes you hear a good movie and the opening song or the beat in the song will not leave your mind. It will stick with you forever. And I know that you can do that. So you should start talking to Wesley Snipes and tell him to come back out and do another one with your music. Maybe
Party Get Lit.
Party. Oh my gosh. I love that. Again, people, I'm telling you, that's what sold me on this whole thing. Party Get Lit, you too, but you got to do it. So
I have a secret about that. That's one of my, I'm not going to say it's my favorite, but we'll talk about what may be my new favorite. But right now, it's,
you know what though, it's just it's evolution. Like this song was my favorite at that time, and now I got this song, and now, you know, that's just what happens. All of a sudden you have a catalog of hundreds of songs, and it's hard to find your favorite. You know, I feel like the new one's always your favorite because you want to hear it over and over again. And then sometimes it's fun to go back and review the old ones and go, hey, that wasn't bad, that was awesome too. Fantastic. It's a journey. Tell me a little bit about All I Need Is, and where this one to me, guys, is a little bit slowed down. It's a little more melodic. I think it's a beautiful song. Where did that come from?
That's so interesting because, again, I said people just find me. I don't know how they find me. So this up and coming Korean K-pop star one day just sent me an email and was like, hey, can you listen to some of my music and some of my stuff, my sounds? Maybe you can play it, you know, DJ it or what have you. And I was like, I listened to his style. I said, you know what? Have you ever thought about doing a record together? And he's like, well, what do you got in mind? And he had this hook and he was singing in Korean. So I said, look, let me
translate. How'd you do that?
I kind of asked him what it was about.
Okay.
And it's about the love of his life, you know, and not. So I said, you know what? Because their cultures are so a little bit different, where they're not as aggressive as here in the U.S. You know, I said, you know what? Let me make a song telling someone, professing my love for someone that I never told, I should have told. You know, and when you see people who sometimes rap, they don't do that. And then I thought back, and I thought back like listening to some old stuff. My mom and grandma and stuff used to live, like people used to talk on records and they're like, hey baby, you know, I just want to tell you, you know, so I was like, I'm going to do something like that in this song. I'm going to tell, you know, and so that's how it came up. It was like a combination of the whole Korean culture with the American culture fused in.
So cool.
In a way, getting your point across, you're not offending anybody and keeping it very melodic, like you said.
I love this. You know, what I love about, and I like all styles of music, everything. I've been, you know, I've been around it all, played violin, you know, piano, classically, that kind of stuff. And then I went, I'm a pop girl. I'm a pop girl. But I've often found, and I like all kinds of rap, but what I liked about yours, because I have kind of like a family friendly show, you know, it's on the radio. None of your stuff is raunchy to the point where it's explicit. And I appreciate that about you as an artist. You can get the point across without the, you know, the other things. And it's just, it's good all around music in the way you've created it. You've got this thing going on that is good. It's
thank you.
Yeah, so I was super
You're gonna make me blush over it.
I saw you. Now I'm blushing. No, I'm kidding. It's so good. I'm a fan. I want an autograph. Yeah. All right, here we go, you guys, with the collaboration with the band from Korea, and it is called All I Need Is, and we'll be right back with you.
It's Feez Da Popstar, baby. See you. What's up, homie? I know you got something to say. with a place to live. So what the deal is? You the one for me, I'm the one for you. Feez Da Popstar, do what it do. Take a look around, now how that sound? When you move around, I know that you are down. Like a 9 to 5, it's straight biz, so you don't tell them. You, my boo, no other. Had to figure out, had to discover. You're my only one, my only lover. Closer than my sister, father, and mother. Out in the open, no undercover. But when we do our thing, it's under the covers. Word life, true story, that's what it is. So you can tell them. As I lay me down to sleep, your soul I promise to keep. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Feez Da Popstar, baby. I ain't going nowhere. I solemnly swear. She don't tell 'em.
That was All I Need Is. Again, the fact that they came to you, I mean, I don't know how you ever did your marketing or get your name out there, but it's crazy how people can see talent and they do gravitate towards that. So, yeah. Tell me a little bit about New York. What are you doing in New York before we go to the last segment here? Tell me all about your life in New York.
I run around, I play basketball, I stay in the gym, I just
Yeah. Doing your best. I heard you mention you have your family, your kids and everything. And I mean, how old are they?
And my two biggest kids are my two dogs.
Oh, good. Do the kids have any musical talent like Daddy?
No.
Are they embarrassed by you like my kids are me?
No, it's just like
That's why I'm doing podcasts these days.
I think it's just like, yeah, he's nobody. We don't know, you know.
Right.
This guy, you know, no.
Yeah.
Like a lot of times people don't believe, you know. It's like because they see me every day. People see me every day, and they're just like, he's just because I'm just a regular. You
guy. You are
a regular, you know.
You have a fantastic energy about you. I love that about you. Tell me, what do you have? What's your schedule like when you're in the home-based area in New York? Do you have a lot of things lined up that you've got coming up, or?
It's just always a grind, you know. I'm always doing something, you know. I'm always, you know, you have to. I say your biggest fan has to be you.
You are amen to that. You are so right. If you don't love what you're doing and believe in yourself, you're not going to go. It's just not going to go anywhere. This is a very hard industry, and you have to want it.
Yeah.
You know, like you want food and water. I mean, you got to fight for your way in. And according to my notes, you've done a good job. You've got your connections.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Blushing again.
I love it. This is going to be great. So tell me about Oh, this is, I'm so excited to announce this, you guys. All my fans on Indie Music Room, you are actually giving us an exclusive that nobody's heard. It's not yet been released. So I am hoping that everybody takes advantage to hear this material from you before it's released to the public. This is so exciting. And I thank you for doing that for us. Tell me about It's the Summer.
Woo! This right here is what I would call, if you haven't heard Down For You, Party Get Lit, you have to listen to that record. Spotify, whoever, and you have to go listen to that record, right?
It is all over the place. People can find it immediately.
Anywhere. So once you're in that mood, in that zone, the party continues with It's the Summer, right?
Yeah.
Because one thing we all live for is summer, you know? So it's like just adding that exclamation to it. So that's why
I'm
I
so
say
excited about this. I can't believe
that's
you're
why I
calling us
say
to give the exclusive. Thank you so much for that privilege. Thank you.
yeah, no, thank you. And that's why I say that Party Get Lit Down For You was my favorite.
Yep. Now this is my new favorite.
My new favorite because it just takes it, keeps it going.
Yeah. And where did this idea come from? Where did this stem from?
It's
What?
I gotta laugh, right? Because I sing like these. I'm always singing something, right?
Yeah.
And I sing to my dogs. Don't judge me.
I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
Sometimes they attack me. Sometimes they don't.
Yeah. Sometimes they turn around and walk away.
But I love the warm temperature, the summer in the air. So I would get so excited when I'm taking them out. I would sing to them about the summer.
Yeah.
And then I started reflecting back, right? Especially like when you're growing up, like you couldn't wait for that last day of school, right?
Yeah. You couldn't wait.
It started right there. Whenever you got out 2:30, 3:30, whatever, that next minute, it was on. Summer, right? Sun stays out, right? You find a pool, you're partying, you're barbecuing this, and it just
no homework. You got the late nights, no bedtimes. You can be running around the streets until the street lights come on. And it's time to get home. I know that whole thing.
Exactly. So I wanted to capture that essence and put it in a song so we can keep it forever.
My friend, you did exactly that. You did. With that said, don't forget to go listen to the Party Get Lit. And then we're just going to say, continue right on to the exclusive song, It's the Summer. We're going to be blown away. We're going to take a listen with that. When we come back, we'll let everybody know how to how to contact you and subscribe to your email list, which I did today, and, see what your goings on are. So let's listen to It's the Summer, and we'll be right back with you.
Let's go to the pizza burger.
I just want to belong to you. Anything you want is what I want to do. I don't care what people say or do. What I really know is that I'm down for you.
Bounce back, baby, take it. View from the top, oh yeah, we made it. Said it before, always stated. Feez Da Popstar, monster created. Lit right now, I'm about to lose it. Watch me work my back into it. When you move it, why I choose it. Nothing left for us to do it. Dance for a lit weekend of party. 2 shots of Patron, Goose and Bacardi. Parked out back, yeah, I got that Rari. 760 horses and we call her Charlie. I'm moving too fast, I'm truly sorry. Iced out wrist, it's time to party. Time to party, yeah, time to party. Get lit right now, we in the party.
Party, get lit. Party, get lit. Party.
We came to
party, get lit. Party, get lit. Party.
Let's go to the pizza burger.
I just want to belong to you. Anything you want is what I want to do. I don't care what people say or do. What I really know is that I'm down for you. I just want to belong to you. Anything you want is what I want to do. I don't care what people say or do. What I really know is that I'm down for you.
Let me see you move it. Drip. Let me see you move it.
Come on, come on.
Drip. Let me see you move it.
We gon' sing.
Drip. Let me see you move it.
Come on.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Party, get lit. Party, get lit. Party,
We came to
party, get lit. Party, get lit. Party.
Let's go to the pizza, baby.
I just want to belong to you. Anything you want is what I want to do. I don't care what people say or do. What I really know is that I'm down for you. I just want to belong to you. Anything you want is what I want to do. I don't care what people say or do. What I really know is that I'm down for you.
Feez Da Popstar, baby. We in here. It's the summer. We outside in it, and it's the summer. Got to get up in it, and she's hot, hot. I'm hot, hot. Let's make it hot, hot. It's the summer. We outside in it, and it's the summer. Got to get up in it, and she's hot, hot. I'm hot, hot. Let's make it hot, hot. It's now make it clap, 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 clap. Let's go! Outside in summertime. Outside in summertime. Outside in summertime. Outside in summertime. Feez Da Popstar, it's been a minute. Summertime, about to get up in it. Pockets swole, cause I keep that spinach. Never started something that I didn't finish. Sun shining, feel the heat on me. With your shirt off, I kick the heat on me. Whisper in her ear, said, what's it gonna be? She said, a splash of lemonade with a lot of sweet tea. Whoa, summer vibes incredible. Take it in like you ate an edible. Make your own rules, we call that federal. She stays wet, we call her wettable. Party queen, star of the festival. Do what you do, nothing's regrettable. Summer hookup, only inevitable. One life, one summer, never forgettable. Woo! It's the summer. We outside in it, and it's the summer. Got to get up in it, and she's hot, hot. I'm hot, hot. Let's make it hot, hot. It's the summer. We outside in it, and it's the summer. Got to get up in it, and she's hot, hot. I'm hot, hot. Let's make it hot, hot. It's now make it clap, 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 clap.
All right, you guys, that was the exclusive. It's the summer. It's going to be great. Okay, vinyl's getting huge these days. You should put out a single where Party Get Lit, and this one's on the other side. The single flips. Remember those old 45s or whatever?
I'm totally thinking about it.
It's becoming the new thing again. CDs are almost it's just digital.
Yeah.
But yeah. Even my grandma, who's 88, she's like, I want a record player. I'm like, you, grandma, going back to your old vinyls, are you? So it's coming back. But why don't you tell everybody what is going on in your near future? If you have anything booked, if you're in the studio coming up, new songs, why don't you tell everybody and how to follow you?
Okay, yeah, definitely. So the first thing is, as we stated before, if you haven't heard Down For You, Party Get Lit, listen to that first, okay?
Yes.
Then track down It's the Summer when that comes out, because that's the song we are really going to push this summer. This is going to be your anthem. This is going to be your song of the year, and you're going to keep this with you by your heart.
That's right.
All the time, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
So, best way to follow me, you can follow me on Twitter, which is at Feez Da Popstar. Feez _DA _Popstar.
Okay.
And I just found out on Twitter there's like 5 or 6 fake pages of me. Who would ever thought of that? I'm like, why?
Do you have the verified check by yours? Do you have a verified check, or can we check on that somehow?
I don't, unfortunately, I don't know what they're doing up there at Twitter, but
I will fight that fight for you if we need to get that done. So yes.
But they're like there's like a few fake pages, and I was like, should I be? Well, am I flattered or what?
Nobody's ever wanted to be. You are so lucky.
I'm like, why me? Like, but yeah, you can hit me up on Twitter.
Yeah.
Same thing, Facebook, Feez Da Popstar, same exact thing. Instagram. And I try to be more on those sites. A lot of times I'm not, so I apologize if I don't get back to you. Also, you can find me on
everything was on YouTube. I got to watch everything. I just pulled up YouTube.
My YouTube page. YouTube page. You can find me on there. You can Google Feez Da Popstar, and it will literally give you a list of everywhere you can track me down.
That is great.
Hit me up, because I do respond. I talk to everybody. Sometimes I talk too much, and I apologize. Also, too, if you're into hats, like I have on here, or what have you, or
that is
this is my headline.
Okay, great.
And appreciate that. And I do also do hats for domestic violence, mental awareness, cancer, all that you can find on my site, which is jayfairfashion.com. So that's JAYFAIRE fashion.com.
You are a rock star in every sense of the way, my friend. You really are.
Just trying to have fun.
Yeah. I'm curious. How did you find me?
I tracked you down. I've been stalking you. No.
I'm always curious how I meet these cool people, and like a lot of submissions come through, but I just am curious where you're finding these.
I actually saw something, but I said, she looks so cool. Like, I want to be there.
Oh yeah.
I want to be. Yeah. I was like, I want to be, and I'm honored. You were like, yeah, we'll take you in this time.
Privilege is mine, and thank you for being so accommodating, because I had to move you up a month. Thanks for that. I knew immediately when I heard your stuff. I go, you're going to be the summer anthem of the year. Didn't I say that? I was like, that song, and I thought at the time we were going to be pushing Party Got Lit, but then I heard It's the Summer, and I'm like, perfect. So this is perfect. It worked out great. I thank you so much for participating with me. And this will all be available beginning June 1st. And I believe that your new single, it's the exclusive, comes out, May 26th? Or what'd you say? May 26th?
Yeah, Memorial Day weekend, yep.
Okay, so everybody that checks us out is going to be just getting the brand new release. And I hope that you continue to send me your new material, because I'd love to,
definitely.
get it out there.
Yeah, definitely.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
With that said, have a fantastic summer. Stay in touch with me. I'm going to stay in touch with you, and I'm going to support you all the way. You've got good things coming. Everybody else, thank you so much for
shoot me your address, and I'll send you some hats from my site.
I would love that. I have a really tiny head, so if you can, like,
It's adjustable. They're adjustable.
perfect. I would love that. Thank you so much. I
Mhm.
appreciate that. And everybody else, have a fantastic month of June. Summer's just beginning. Be safe. Don't forget to hit subscribe on my channel so you never miss an episode. And this has been so much fun. I thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, again, Feez Da Popstar, also known as DJ J Fair. Here we are. And thank you so much for tuning in. Everybody, take care.
You've been listening to the Indie Music Room with Heather Kelly. Be sure to listen every Saturday and Sunday right here on FortDodgeRadio.com and subscribe for all our past and upcoming shows. The Indie Music Room is a production of FortDodgeRadio.com.